to get a surprise?
You know, always there's a bit of a surprise, but don't expect too much. I think the front row and certainly the second row, it'll hard to see a winner out of those first. Well, certainly if you include the third row, that's where the winner's going to come from. 1, 2, 3.
OK. And David, how much do the drivers want to win this one?
Well, absolutely. And just picking up what Eddie said there, historically it's the top three positions in the grid that have given us our winner here. But this is the one they want to win. Only 25 points like all the rest. But look, the glamour, the energy, the excitement and the challenge.
And do you know, it was 11 years ago today that you took your second win here for McLaren.
I thought I was still at primary school 11 years ago. I didn't realise I was that old.
It's wishful thinking, that, David. But anyway, we'll move on. Well done.
Well, we went down to back and the swimming pool area the other day. And I could not believe how close they go to the barrier. I mean, this track is so special.
Well, and it's special to go and stand there, isn't it? You know, I remember well driving the circuit, but standing above and watching the cars, I think is just as impressive. And you see them touching the Armco at the apex all the way through there. And that's commitment, and doing that probably around 150 miles an hour. Extraordinary.
Now, I know you want to say something about the lovely Murray Walker, don't you?
Actually, with some degree of sadness, we heard that Murray had a little fall. And he's done a bit of damage to his arm and his hip, I understand. Murray, we would expect to see you fighting fit. British Grand Prix, there's no better place to make a comeback. We know we want your voice, all your fans out there, likewise.
Yeah, you get
well soon.
OK, well, let's have a look then at how the championship is currently looking. The cream of the crop and topping the field is Sebastian Vettel, but just 4 points away from the German is the flying Finn Iceman Kimi Räikkönen, with Fernando Alonso sitting third and Jenson Button tailing the top 10. Red Bull are stamping their authority on the other constructors. They lead with fiery Ferrari in hot pursuit and Lotus in third. Now, arguably, yesterday's qualifying session was the most scintillating that we've seen so far this season, and there were a few surprises. Here's Lee Mackenzie now with the story.
Even before qualifying started, there had been plenty of excitement. Ferrari, Lotus and Force India all faced a race against time to fix Massa, Grosjean and Suttel's cars in time for qualifying. Sadly for Massa, the damage was too great, and he has to start from the back of the grid. Grosjean made it into Q2 and Suttel qualified in an impressive 8th. Paul di Resta had been flying in Q1, setting the fastest time, but a mistake by the team meant the driver didn't come in for a new set of tyres and he missed the cut.
Right then, Paul, that is the end of the session, and that's P17 elimination, and I apologise for that. That was a mess.
Oh, shocking.
Jenson Button was left frustrated after a strong day turned to disappointment when he lost power at the end of Q3. It had looked like he would be set for his best grid position of the season. Instead, he is 9th. Red Bull looked strong, and it seemed that Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber had the front row sorted. But in the last seconds of the session, both were bumped back. Vettel into 3rd and Webber to 4th. It meant the Mercedes, for the 4th race in a row, took pole position. Nico Rosberg just clipping his teammate Lewis Hamilton by less than 1/10 of a second. So Rosberg gets a hat-trick of pole positions and Mercedes lock out the front row with Hamilton. Then come the Red Bulls, followed by Räikkönen and a disappointed Alonso in 6th. Perez out-qualifies Button, and it was an impressive run by Toro Rosso's Jean-Eric Vergne in 10th. Nico Hülkenberg is 11th, and after his tough weekend, Grosjean will be hoping that 13 is not a bad omen. Caterham had a great session thanks to Guido van der Garde, who starts 15th. Maldonado had a bad day and starts 16th. Di Resta has it all to do from 17th. Gutierrez is 19th. Jules Bianchi starts 20th. Massa is 21st. And a gearbox change for Max Chilton means he starts at the back of the grid.
I think about the money. I think about the fame. 'Cause everybody loves it. 'Cause money has no shame. Money has no shame. Money has no shame. Money has no shame.
So Nico Rosberg you're looking at there, he is in pole position, and of course it was 30 years ago that his dad, Keke Rosberg,